All right, Cancer Feminine. This is a reading for Cancer Feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer Stelliums, or if you just have strong Cancer in your energy. We are going to do Cancer Masculine, and the timestamp for Cancer Masculine should be in the description box below. But let's go ahead and get started with Cancer Feminine. What is going on with Cancer Feminine? What is Cancer Feminine's current energy, please? Current energy for Cancer Feminine. So we have mission work. And it says working to embody one's truest and highest essence and potential and passionately spreading your inner light. So I feel like, let's get one more card for Cancer Feminine. I feel like you're really focused on something. Whatever this mission is, like you're focused on your goal. You could also be becoming very detached to like certain, I feel like being detached possibly from relationships and being more focused on whatever your goal is and your mission is. It's too many cards. Let's get one more card for Cancer Feminine, please. Lesson. So we have lesson, valuable soul lessons needed to make the self whole again. Yeah, I feel like you either have already or you have been going through some type of, it's like you've gone through some type of a lesson in a relationship and you possibly are working on detaching yourself from expectations, and focusing on working on yourself is really what I'm seeing here. Tell us about what this lesson was. What was this lesson for Cancer Feminine? What was this lesson about for Cancer Feminine? Tell me about lessons for Cancer Feminine, please. All right, justice. I feel like there is a lesson here in letting go. Libra energy. There is a lesson here in letting go of something, being seeing the truth of a situation and letting go of expectations. Tell us why justice. Why justice? Clarify justice here. The Knight of Swords. All right, so we have strong Libra energy, possibly Gemini, Aquarius as well. There was definitely some type of harsh truth that you had to come to realization about something, whether it was about a person, place, or thing. I'm not sure yet. We haven't gotten that many cards, but I feel like there was something really where there was some type of harsh truth and having to learn, but it was a valuable lesson and it was needed to make yourself whole and to turn into this empress. Okay, again, more Libra, Venus, also Taurus energy. We have the Seven of Wands here. It's coming out in the reverse. So some of you could be working on putting your guards down because you're kind of like coming out of something where like the hard part I feel like is over for whatever this is about. And now you are able to focus on nurturing whatever this mission or whatever goal it is that you're on here, that you're working towards. There may have been some type of injustice that took place in the past, but I feel like some type of right, some type of wrong has been righted or something like that. There was an injustice that took place, but you kind of took your power back here with this Empress energy because you may have had to, cut someone off, cut your ties, cut your losses, or if somebody did that to you, you're gaining your stability and gaining your footing back here by it looks like focusing on yourself. It's you're becoming the Empress. I feel like there's definitely gaining some type of balance back here in your life. Balance is being restored. Who is coming towards who is coming towards Cancer Feminine romantically? Who is coming towards Cancer Feminine romantically? Tell us about this, the masculine energy coming towards Cancer Feminine, please. So we have vulnerability or vulnerable, feeling fear and doing it anyway, opening up and sharing their weaknesses. So it did kind of fall out reverse. You might have been dealing with someone who either is vulnerable and they did not open up and share their weaknesses. They were too afraid to open up because they did not want to be vulnerable, or someone was possibly trying to be vulnerable with you and they did open up. And we have a lesson for them as well. And how odd is that we got lesson here for both of you. This is the divine feminine, we got lesson, and then in the divine masculine we got lesson as well. valuable soul lessons needed to make self whole again. And that's kind of what I was getting here. It's like I feel like there was some type of something that happened, and it was a lesson. It may have been painful, it may have been harsh, but this is what was needed in order to step up into this Empress energy. There's some type of truth or something in order to regain some type of balance, and maybe this was happening with the masculine, or it was the same type of lesson, or they're just going through this lesson as well. Or is a different lesson for them. Why do we have vulnerable? Tell us about vulnerable. So basically, this person just didn't want to open up. They may have learned that they need to open up or deal with whatever fears it is in order to have a stable connection and stable relationship. Tell us about lesson for this masculine energy. Tell us about lesson for this masculine energy. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some type of, fear, sense of self-worth, sharing their weaknesses. This person is quite insecure, but for some of you, they may want to, if they haven't, they may want to like share with you. They may want to open up to you about what their insecurities are. So that could be happening. That could be a conversation that takes place between you and this masculine energy, whoever it is that you're dealing with. Someone wanting to actually speak up and say, and talk about their feelings. It may be difficult for them to open up because they don't want to feel vulnerable. They don't like that feeling. But I do feel like someone possibly opening up about that, or just opening up about something to you. Someone's opening up here. I do feel like this person wants to be in a relationship with you, but I feel like they have some fears and insecurities about something that they're going to be expressing to you at some point. Let's see how the signs are feeling about Cancer feminine. How are the signs feeling about Cancer feminine, please? Starting with Aries, going all the way to Pisces. How are the signs feeling about Cancer feminine? So, how does Aries feel about Cancer feminine? We have burdens, and it says, I've been feeling overwhelmed. I have a lot going on in my life. If you're dealing with a Taurus, we have competition, and it says, I get intimidated and nervous knowing you get so much attention. So, again, somebody who has like some insecurities about that. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we have solitude, and it says, I'm taking a break from everyone and spending time alone. If you are dealing with a Cancer, we have trust your intuition. If you're dealing with another Cancer, if you are dealing with a Leo, we have let them go. If you're dealing with a Virgo, we have healing. It says, I'm taking the time to heal and accept the love I know I deserve. If you're dealing with a Libra, we have friend support. I've been seeking my friends' advice about our relationship. So somebody could be talking to friends or family or just somebody else about what to do regarding this connection. And it could be making them feel vulnerable. Like I feel like whoever the masculine is in this connection is feeling very like they're either opening up, but they are feeling a bit vulnerable. Like, are they being vulnerable? Because they're opening up to either you, friends, both. Really expressing emotions here. And I don't feel like this person wants to be single from you. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have lessons. I'm learning my divine lessons and will soon be by your side. So there's a big thing here about lessons, of lesson, lesson, lesson. So definitely a huge situation here about lessons because I feel like possibly something came to an end, or some of you are dealing very strongly with the Scorpio. But whatever ending this was, it did bring about a huge lesson for both of you. Sagittarius, we have desire to win, and it says, I'm going to win. I'll look better, do better, and get someone hotter. I feel like a Sagittarius might be coming from a lower vibration here due to this lack of self-worth because they have like this desire to, it's kind of a egotistical energy. If you're dealing with the Capricorn, we have incomparable, and it says no one has ever made me feel the way you do. You're irreplaceable. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, we have forever changed. You changed my life without even trying. The old me is dead and gone. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, we have friendship. It says I'm more comfortable being friends than lovers. So you could have been dealing with someone here who, if someone friend zoned you in the past, they may be wanting to apologize. If you're dealing with the Pisces, they may be afraid of going into a relationship due to insecurities, and they don't want to be vulnerable or feel vulnerable, put in a place financially even too. This could have to do with finances here with the Sign of Pentacles, where someone is like, look, I've been married before, I've been married once, twice, however many times. And it's like right now, I just don't want to. Someone could also be trying to run from financial vulnerability as well. What's coming in the near future? Near future energy for, what's the near future energy between Cancer feminine and this person? Near future energy for Cancer feminine and this person. All right, so we have doing drugs and over it, tired of drama. So someone's way of handling their insecurities could be by doing drugs, or it doesn't even have to be drugs. For some of you, it could be, but it could just be, some people consider alcohol drugs, could be just anything that takes their mind away from actually dealing with whatever their insecurities are. Instead of dealing with the insecurities, it's however they find a way, maybe sex, anything, overworking, whatever addictions that this person might have. It's like they use that to escape their insecurities instead of working on their shadow, working on their drama. It's like this person really doesn't, they don't want to, they're not working on their shadow. Someone's not working on their shadow here. They rather kind of, someone could be drowning in like emotions. Someone just vents a lot. Someone does things to not feel or think of whatever this Nine of Pentacles reversed is. But I feel like the feminine energy here is really stepping into their power and focusing on themselves with this Empress energy. I feel like the feminine energy is like, I'm over the drama. I'm not fighting. I'm becoming successful. I'm focusing on whatever my mission is. Cutting ties, learning the lesson and letting go. But I feel like the masculine might still be dealing with having to learn. There's a lesson here. There's always a lesson. If we are paying attention and we're self-aware, there's always a lesson for us. And that's what's going to make us grow and be this Empress. If we can take in that lesson and be honest with ourselves. This person, some of you, this person's not doing it. For some of them, the masculine's trying. They're talking to people, but be careful of emotional manipulation, especially if they're like doing drugs or they're not, because there's an energy here of like, I'm talking to people, I'm trying to be vulnerable, I'm trying to open up, but then there's like, it's like one foot in, one foot out, trying to do the right thing, but then there's also like they might have addictions. They might have some kind of addictions here. Yeah, I kind of feel like someone has some kind of addictions. Let's see, what does Cancer feminine need to know? How does this person feel about Cancer feminine? What do they need to know? What is this person's thoughts and feelings towards Cancer feminine? We had a flipper here. I miss being with you. Yeah, this person, again, like I said, I don't feel like they want to be single from you with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, because the Nine of Pentacles upright is usually like, look, I'm single, I'm good, I'm single, I look good, I'm doing good. But it's reversed, and then we have the Page of Cups. So I do feel like there probably will be reaching out. If you guys aren't speaking, or if you're speaking, they're telling you that they miss you, or they're just telling you that they want to reach out to you. They miss being with you. So that's the message. This person, whoever you're dealing with, whoever's in your life here, whoever's coming towards you, they do miss your energy. They miss being around you here. One more message from this person to Cancer Feminine. What does Cancer Feminine need to know? I feel overall that's really the, tell us about this lesson. I feel overall you're dealing with someone who misses you. But I also feel Cancer, some of you are over the drama. The Cancer Feminine here is over the drama and is focused on, I don't think that there's, I think that's kind of the message. I feel like you're happy it's over. Not necessarily, but I do feel like you're over the drama. We have I hide my feelings. I feel like this person, they've not been honest about how they feel. They kind of do things. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to feel vulnerable or weak, and they do things to either like pretend. They do things to cover up. They hide their feelings. They do miss you. Overall, this person misses you. So that's what I'm getting for. Let me pause the video. I dropped something. 1 second, Cancer. All right, that's what I'm getting as far as this relationship. For those of you who are connecting with someone, you have, or there's someone that you know of, this person misses you. They may not be showing it, but I feel like they will. Or they'll tell you, or they'll just kind of come around and try to get back into your energy here because they miss you. Hopefully, though, there's a lesson that they need to learn. Hopefully, they're learning that lesson, and instead of running from it or doing things to avoid it. Let's see about new energy. So brand new, completely new energy for Cancer. For those of you interested in new opportunities, new love opportunities, is there any new love opportunities coming in for Cancer Feminine? New love opportunities, please, for Cancer Feminine. Who is coming towards Cancer Feminine? What new romantic opportunities are coming towards Cancer Feminine, please? Okay, so this is a person, it's the Three of Swords in reverse. So this is a person who could be coming out of some type of a heartbreak. Why are they the Three of Swords reversed? All right, we have the Nine of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles is in reverse. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person might move really, really slowly because, like real slow, or, this may not be the overall end all person because they're either going to move way too slow and you're not going to be able to deal with it, or there's just no movement at all with the Prince of Pentacles because this person's got their guards up here with the Nine of Wands because they've gone through some type of heartache. So it's like they're coming out of that, and the problem with this energy is if they're still attached to something from the past and they're not completely out of that, they end up inflicting this Three of Swords on you if you get too caught up in this connection with them, if they do not learn to put their guards down and have the courage and the strength to go, to move on. Tell us more about who this person is. What is their overall energy? What is their overall energy? How will Cancer Feminine know who this is? What is their dominant energy, please? Okay, so an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Strong Taurus or Capricorn here. One more card for the dominant energy. Ooh, Capricorn. So they could definitely be a Capricorn here. And this person's coming in with the Three of Swords. Reverse. So getting over something. Let's see. What is the long-term potential for this connection? What is the long-term potential for this connection between Cancer and this person, Cancer Feminine and this person? What is the potential long-term change, transformation, relocation, goodbye? the moon. Enlightenment, truth, femininity, divine power. If you're dealing with someone who's in this energy of not quite over someone else, they could be coming in, right? Because they're coming in very guarded and they have these fears. I do feel like they're going to, I don't see this person saying, I don't want a relationship. They might say that I don't want to get married. But they might say like I don't see them saying I don't want a relationship. I see them being, you know, interacting with you. I don't see a standoff person, but what I do see is someone who could possibly, like, their emotions sway. So their emotions are very changeable. And that could cause you to go through the changes. They might have you feeling in this moon energy often because their emotions are all over the place and their fears crop up, and then their fears, then they're with the Nine of Wands, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and then their fears crop back up. And so it's going to leave you feeling changeable, not knowing if they're coming or going, and possibly leave you in this moon energy feeling like confused, or you don't really know where we're going in the connection. So I would say with this energy, if you meet this person and you're drawn to them, I would say take things really, really slow. Maybe you're the one that needs to take this energy slow, so that you don't get caught up in a situation where you end up feeling hurt or feeling in this mood energy in your feelings constantly, because they might be kind of changeable, because I don't feel like they're completely over something, or even if they're over the person, it's not even so much being not being over a person, but being possibly not quite over what happened to them in a previous connection. Because sometimes you can be like, especially if you were like, especially dealing with masculine energy, it's typically male energy. If they were cheated on in a relationship and it was like a big scandal, they have a very hard time letting go. Now, they might be over the female that did that to them, not wanting anything to do with the female, but they have scars from just that energy for a very, very long time. If that makes sense, Cancer. So you might be dealing with something like that, but the long-term potential is change in the moon. Let's see if we can get anything else. Tell us about this moon here. Tell us about the moon. Tell us about the moon. Well, yes, it is too late. I don't know what that means or how that really relates to this, because this is new. Tell us about the moon. You're so easy to see through. Tell us about the moon. I wish we could go back. This person might have some financial, this kind of is a little bit similar to what we just said before. They could have some financial instability as well. You or they, there could be a close connection where you can actually, like, you guys can possibly like feel each other's emotions, or you understand each other's emotions here with the moon. So even though there's this moon energy which oftentimes brings in confusion and illusions and stuff like that, I feel like you're going to be able to see through them, though, and vice versa, they may be able to see you. So there is some type of enlightenment or truth in this moon energy, if that makes sense. Because I feel like you might be able to, it's like you can feel each other, or Yeah, it's like I feel like you can feel each other, and possibly when there's like this moody energy, you can still see through them. It's like you may not be as confused as the moon typically causes. As the moon brings a lot of confusion, you may not be that confused. It may be frustrating, but I feel like because it may be frustrating because there could be bouts of like singleness or being alone or feeling lonely. But I don't think that you'll be confused as to where they stand in their feelings with you. And for I wish we could go back. I don't know, does this I feel like maybe this person still again with this 3 of swords, they still think about this old energy, or it could be a situation where they, especially if they're too deep in this moon energy and this 3 of swords in reverse, they might do some things that you don't like that causes this change or this goodbye, and then they kind of regret that and wish they can start over with you. This seems really, really specific, but that's kind of what I'm picking up and what I'm getting here. Let's get some additional cards for Cancer, and then we'll do an angel answer card, and we'll be done. Tell us more about this energy, long-term potential with this new person. Separation and longing. So I don't know. I don't see I don't see this really going the distance here with this person, because I feel like they may still be trying to deal with, it's like they have insecurities and fears and they let that get the best of them. Some of them maybe they're still attached to the actual person. A lot of you, they're attached to what happens to them, and there's fear surrounding that. There could be financial instability, maybe they lost money, in a divorce or something like that. But I feel like you'll be able to see that. I don't think it's a lack of this person not being interested. I feel like there's just fear that this person has. So this may not go the actual distance here with this person, unfortunately. So not this month are we seeing something coming in that's really providing anything long term. But I feel like because I feel like there's separation, and then this person may wish that they had done things a little bit differently, or a little bit better. But it may be too late, and that might be what that too late is about. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Let's get overall, just overall for Cancer Feminine. Messages, advice for Cancer Feminine. Unforgettable. They may try to replace you all they want, but honey, you're irreplaceable. You stand out from the rest. They know they messed up. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you are stepping into your Empress energy, or you already have. I feel like you do that by focusing on yourself and not giving into the drama. You know, pay attention to your intuition and your feelings and self-awareness, because that's how you stop yourself from drowning in like the emotions that other people are bringing to the table here, their drama, their insecurities, and then you're wondering what's wrong with you when there's nothing wrong with you. These people need to heal. Some of these people you're dealing with need to heal. So go ahead and think of a question, Cancer. We'll pull an answer for Cancer Feminine. What is the answer to Cancer Feminine's question, please? What is the answer to Cancer Feminine's question? And we have no with an exclamation. So that's a definite no. Okay. So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Cancer, stay blessed, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye. All right, Cancer Masculine. What is going on with Cancer Masculine, please? What is Cancer Masculine's current energy? What is going on with Cancer Masculine? So we have compromise. Tell us about what's going on with Cancer Masculine and compromise. Tell us about Cancer Masculine. And we have clarity. So able to see things clearly, understanding situations, people, places, and things for what they truly are. I feel like you possibly have some kind of clarity when it comes to a situation, and you may want to actually work on a situation with someone. So compromise, I'm getting like maybe Sagittarius energy, but wanting to work on something. You may see clearly that you want to be in a relationship with someone. So maybe some type of epiphany hit you or something like that. But you have the clarity, and I feel like that's a great start, right? If you're wanting to work on something with someone, you have to have clarity about where you are, who you are, where you want to go. Tell us about compromise. Seven of, again, so I'm getting like Neptune energy, but it's in reverse, Seven of Cups. So there's no confusion. You are not confused. You know, you almost know like what you need to do to make things work, but you're not in a relationship on your own, right? You're not in a connection on your own. So there's other people, possibly a Libra. We have the Justice card, Nine of Swords. So it's other people too that have to be on board with compromising some type of unhappy home or breakup here. But I feel like you want to make things right. You want to try again, but someone else has to want to as well. Definitely there was some imbalance or there is imbalance. If you are the one wanting to compromise, you might be dealing with someone who is coming across as if they're not interested in compromising. They're not interested in having a conversation. They're not interested in change or working things through. This could be causing stress for you. Or there could just be, for some of you, there's also some type of truth or something that needs to be said, and there's worrying about it. Either you're worrying about it, they're worrying about it. Tell us about clarity here. Clarity. Tell us about clarity. What is this clarity? High Priestess in reverse. So no, feel like all secrets are off the table. There are no more secrets. Everything's like being put on the table. So whatever there were lies about before, whatever confusion, maybe it had to do with a third party, or it was just whether or not someone wanted to work on this connection. Maybe in the past you didn't know if you wanted a connection. Maybe there was someone else involved, a third party involved, or you've gotten clarity on a third party if someone else was dealing with a third party. This could have to do with like a divorce. You may be divorced because of a third party that came to light, someone exploring other options. Let's see what's going on with the feminine energy that you are dealing with. What's going on with the feminine energy that Cancer masculine is dealing with? What's going on with the feminine energy here? So we have desire. One more card for the feminine energy, whoever Cancer masculine is dealing with. I don't know, Cancer masculine, if you're dealing with a feminine energy who's very much in an energy of desire, where maybe they are wanting, they could be wanting something, longing for something. Maybe it's a third party, or maybe it's you, or just courageously speaking one's truth here with voice. So I feel like there's clarity here. So I feel like whatever, I feel like if there were lies in the past, which it looks like possibly there were some type of untruths, lies, unfairness, imbalance, there is like clarity here. And I feel like there's clarity that's coming from possibly this feminine energy because she's speaking some type of truth or opening up and saying something. So I feel like the feminine is talking, which is giving Cancer masculine some clarity here that possibly you didn't have clarity before on a situation dealing with this person. You either now have it or you're getting it. How does this feminine energy feel about Cancer masculine? How does this feminine energy feel about Cancer masculine? All right, that's too many cards. All right, how does the feminine energy feel about Cancer masculine, please? What is she expressing here with her voice? I miss hearing your voice. So I feel like the feminine here is missing you. I am waiting for an apology. You might be waiting for an apology, Cancer masculine, or maybe, or the feminine is. Somebody's waiting for an apology. There is a missing you. And we got that in the Cancer feminine as well. And their reading, the masculine did miss the feminine. So it's like, whatever the case is, Cancers, someone does miss you, and they may be expressing that to you. There may be some kind of apology, and someone might be stressed out over this. Someone is like, is this ever going to happen? Someone might be feeling like if they reach out, they get rejected. But I feel like overall, that is the energy, that someone does want an apology, or someone wants to apologize. Someone does miss the other person. Let's see how the signs are feeling about Cancer. So if you're dealing with an Aries, and Aries has moved on, and it says, I'm letting you go now so that we can both move on. If you are dealing with a Taurus, we have double life, and it says, I've been living a double life and I'm a different person in each. I feel like that's something that you would already know. You're definitely getting that clarity coming in soon if you don't. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we have make them prove it. So they need to see progress. If you're dealing with another Cancer, we have waiting game. It says, I've been slow to return, but maybe it's because I know you'll be waiting. If you're dealing with a Leo, we have friend support, and it says, I've been seeking my friend's advice about our relationship. If you're dealing with a Virgo, we have let them go. So trying to let go, trying to cut ties here. If you're dealing with a Libra, we have overthinking, and it says, I'm driving myself crazy. Thoughts of you keep consuming me. And we see that here with the Libra card and the Nine of Swords. Someone's definitely up in their mind, fantasizing a lot, possibly a lot of fantasizing about talking, about having a conversation, about being able to work things out. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have divine union, and it says, you left every part of me untouched. I realize now who you are. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, you have the grass is greener. It says, I need time to see if there's better romantic options. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, we have stalking. And it says, I often check on your social media to see what you're up to. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, we have clueless. And it says, I honestly don't even know what I did. Maybe you'll tell me. And if you are dealing with a Pisces, you have unsent messages. I've written you several texts, but in the end, I chicken out. And I feel like here, someone does want to, because I don't really see in the tarot cards, I don't really see a lot of cards of communication. I see worrying and stress and wondering if someone should reach out. But I feel like at the end of the day, someone wants to reach out, but it's like these unsent messages, like someone gets the courage, they try to, they maybe even write it up, type it up, or whatever, text it up, but then they don't send it. So if something's coming in the near future, I don't see that. I don't see that energy happening right now. Let's see. What's in the near future? I see someone wanting to. Near future. What's brewing in the near future between Cancer masculine and this person? Near future between Cancer masculine and this person. It's like this feminine energy either wants to apologize to you or wants to hear you apologize. It's one or the other. They desire to hear your voice again. What's brewing in the near future? So we have divorce, breaking contract. So again, yeah, we were seeing that here with the justice. I mentioned divorce earlier before. Outdated, discarded, disused, old news, outdated. So it looks like if no one speaks up, it looks like this just ends up just, being a stalemate and being a missed opportunity, or being a stalemate, or just a moving on energy. Because although I feel like someone, you want to work things out, I feel like both of you miss each other, but no one is speaking up here. No one's actually speaking up, and what's going to end up happening is it's just going to be an ending. The contract just breaks, the window closes. So, what actually went wrong between Cancer masculine and this person? What went wrong between, like, what happened? Why is there an issue? The vibe just ain't there. So maybe the vibe was something was off, too forgiving, taking advantage of one's kindness. I feel like maybe someone was, it's kind of like an energy of someone might have been faking. That doesn't make sense. I mean, a whole nother story is somebody faking in a way. I don't want to say faking because that doesn't really make sense, but it's like someone was too nice. And it was a situation where it was like, keep coming back, and trying again. And it got to the point where it's like, I'm sick of forgiving or I'm sick of apologizing. I'm sick of I'm sick of the cycle. I'm sick of the off and on. And so then it kind of kills the vibe. I do feel like there's still I do feel like the feminine here and the masculine actually do like each other. I don't feel like the vibe isn't there because like this would naturally I would automatically think that someone just isn't interested or there's just a lack of interest between the two of you, but I don't quite get that. I feel like this off and on, off again, on and in, on again. This Two of Pentacles. I'm hot, I'm cold. We're doing it. Now we're in an argument again. We're fighting. All of this stuff. Now we're in an argument. Um, it's like one person is always the person that tries to come back and gives the apology. The other person always forgives. And it's kind of like, well, I want an apology too. I want an apology. I deserve an apology. I shouldn't be the only one that always runs back. It's just something like that. And it's kind of becoming, it's like that's becoming a turn off. That vibe is getting old, is what I see. I don't see like a dislike between the two of you. I see more of that whole vibe of like there's one person that's always running back to the other person. That person wants to feel needed and wanted too. It's like if you want me, then you should apologize to me sometimes, or you should be the one to pick up the phone and call me sometimes, but you don't. So I don't ever feel appreciated or wanted in this connection. Yeah. So that kind of kills the vibe. It just gets that whole cycle just starts to get old. Um so that's kind of what I'm seeing that's taking place between the two of you. I'm not going to pull these cards because that's kind of what I see happening. I just see right now because no one's speaking up. And I feel like the person who's always been the one to speak up is tired of being that one. And that could just cause a missed opportunity here. Just causes the window to kind of shut down and close. Let's see if there's, for those of you interested in new opportunities, let's see if Cancer has anything new coming in. New love opportunities for Cancer masculine. New love opportunities. Who is coming towards Cancer masculine in love? New romantic opportunities coming in for Cancer masculine, please. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands reversed, the Five of Wands. So it could be a strong fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it looks like either, I don't know, maybe you meet them like online or something like that, or there's just other people, like there's competition. What is this Five of Wands, please? Why the Five of Wands? Why the Five of Wands? Nine of Swords. Anxiety, stress. This could be someone who's very anxious. They could be kind of argumentative or They could be argumentative, or the opposite of that, which is also the Seven of Wands, the kind of the other way this energy can be taken is someone who is either very argumentative or totally non-confrontational and is kind of like back off, because there's definitely some type of conflict here, but this person, it's internal conflict with this Nine of Swords, so they're going through some mental stress. Why? Why do we have the nine? Why are they stressed out? Why is this person stressed out here? This almost looks like the past energy, but King of Wands. There could be competition. They could still be stressed out, maybe over a fire sign. But if it's not over third party energy, what this could be is it could have something to do with like movement forward in the connection. It could have something to do with the physical aspect of the connection. Like, do we want to jump into it so quickly? You might have different ideas on how quickly you want to progress in, when it comes to the relationship, like sexually. I'm getting I'm getting like sexual tension possibly here. Tell us about this person's energy. How will Cancer masculine know who this person is? They may have internal conflict about, how fast they want to progress when it comes to sex or the physical aspects of the connection is kind of what I'm getting. Getting strong Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. For some of you, if this is third party, then there's like love affairs, mistresses, all of that involved. So this is someone that you could be, that I feel like you could possibly meet and start dating. And there's anxiety about, so now we have air sign. Well, we do have air here with the Nine of Swords. There's anxiety about like how far to go and when. And with the air energy coming in, so you could have strong air, fire is kind of their strong elements, is what I'm getting. And again, they overthink things, they overthink like action they should take, or just a lot of overthinking, stress, and anxiety when it comes to dating. And like maybe like what are the next steps? Gemini. So they could have like a Mars in Gemini, or they are just, Gemini energy. Because the Nine of Swords can typically be Mars and Gemini energy. Tell us what's going on. What's going on with this person? Who is this energy coming towards? This new energy coming towards. I feel like this person's probably local. There could be issues with communication. So you guys could have some issues in communication, which causes fights and arguments because there's a lack of proper communication between the two of you. So that might be an obstacle. I mean, this doesn't really look that great so far. It doesn't have to be bad, but this could be just something to make you aware of, where it's like communication is going to have to be key between the two of you. Tell us more about this person's energy. Tell us about this person. This could also be a same sex for some reason, but it doesn't have to be. Just for some reason, I got that. Or there's some type of issue relating to that. Tell us more about this person, this new person, third party. And then we have easily stressed, puts others' needs over yours, sacrifices too much. So yeah, there could be a third party. They could be stressed out over third party energy, over some. They could be stressed out over somebody else. Maybe you are still stressed out over the person that we were just talking about in the prior read. Um, I feel like this is going to take a lot of communication. What is the potential long term for this connection between Cancer masculine and this person? What is the potential long term energy between Cancer masculine and this person, please? person may seem like they go from hot to cold. Love, friendship, good outcome and success. I feel like if this is going to work, again, the communication is going to have to be top notch. Like, you're not going to be able to just play mental mind games with each other and do all of that kind of nonsense that people tend to do in relationships, egotistical type things. The communication is going to have to be top notch here. Otherwise, this can just turn into a bunch of third party madness and arguments and mental mind games and maybe even physical altercations. There's definitely some of you, this could be like an unrequited situation, getting like maybe even like a twin flame runner chaser energy for some of you. And it just looks like a third party. I feel like this could be like a situationship, a strong connection with someone, but I don't know if it actually leads to something that's going to be long term. I feel like there'll be a connection. But again, if you want to get to that connection where there's a marriage potentially, there's going to have to be lots of communication because with third party energy, this person, there's going to need to be a lot of communication as far as where do we stand, where are we going, where do I stand in your connection with whoever you're dealing with, and vice versa, all that kinds of stuff definitely is going to communication is going to be key. Gemini energy is all about communication, letters, texting, communication, all that kinds of stuff. I do feel like this person's local to you. And again, communication's key. That's what I'm seeing. Let's get some additional messages for Gemini in general. Additional messages for Gemini. Business affairs, it says mixing business with pleasure can be risky. Hold off for now and focus on building your career and finances. The universe will show you a way. All right, go ahead and think of a question and we'll pull an answer card for Cancer Masculine. What is the answer to Cancer Masculine's question? What is the answer to Cancer Masculine's question, please? All right, so we have wait, opportunity, and no need to worry. All right, so that is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. You all stay blessed, and I will catch you next time. Bye.